All right, let's talk about iMovie. When you first open iMovie, this is what it's going to look like. Your projects that you've already done, if you've done anything in iMovie, but this empty plus sign over here. So I'm going to click on the empty plus sign over here. It's going to ask you if you want to make a movie or a trailer, and you want to make a movie. So there we go. Then it's going to take you straight into your video clips. So from the stop motion studio app, you already saved your video into your camera roll. So here's mine. You just have to find it, click on it, and then scroll down to the bottom. It says create movie. There we go. And then it goes ahead and puts your movie into your timeline down here. And you can press the play button and play through it if you want to. Okay. All right, so I'm very quickly going to show you the buttons and what everything does. So we're going to start in the upper right-hand corner with the plus sign up here. This is where you can add moments, other videos, photos, backgrounds, files. So that's something interesting to think about. If you can get a file into your files on your iPad, then you can add it into your iMovie. So if there's anything special that you want to use to add to your stop motion, if you can somehow figure out a way to get it into the files, then you should be able to get that file into your iMovie. Okay, so go ahead and try that, right? Right now we're on media. If you click on audio, you can add, look, there's already soundtracks. Like these are actual, it's like actual music. You can put music to your whole entire thing. Which would really add a lot, actually. It is a requirement that you do some sort of audio, whether it's soundtracks like this or other music or sound effects or voiceovers or something like that, okay? So you've got your soundtracks, you have My Music, which honestly, we've had problems with the My Music in the past. Because you don't have an Apple ID of your own, it doesn't really allow you to get your own music and stuff onto My Music. But then you also have sound effects. They're like built in here. Look at you have all kinds of sound effects and stuff that you can drop into your video. A little workaround, if you're having a hard time, like obviously the best option is to get the actual sound file onto your iPad somehow. But if that's not working out for you, if you cannot figure out how to make that work, over here on the left is the record button. You guys, you can record. You can play the song or sound effect and record it right here. Or do a voiceover right here. There's just a lot of options, okay? So if you're having a hard time getting the actual file onto the iPad to download the file into your timeline, then go ahead and use the workaround and kind of just record that, and that's fine, okay? Next is your settings. This is, you got project filters, so you could put a filter on top of your entire project. You can give your entire project a theme, which means that it changes the look and the fonts and everything else like that. You can have a theme soundtrack and fade in and fade out and that sort of thing. Fun, but I kind of like to do things myself. I'll show you how to do that. And again, just like the stop motion studio, when you hit that little question mark button, shows you everything and what that means, right? Okay, I'm going to move down, still on the right-hand side, these little sound waves over here, that's your audio, right? So it gives you your audio timeline, which is the gray bar underneath my video. Now there's no sound in mine, so that's why you don't see any little peaks going on there. If I did have sound, then you would see the peaks there. This bent arrow is the undo button. And then in the middle, you have the play button and the take you back to the beginning button. And then you have a camera, right? So you could actually shoot video straight on iMovie. And you have the record button like before, okay? All right, when you click once on your actual video. I'm on my actual timeline right now. It gives you some options. The first one is actions. You can split, detach audio, and duplicate right here. So I could detach my audio because I really don't need it, honestly, because there's nothing in here. I could go to a specific place in my movie and split it right there. So now I have two separate movie files. Okay. That's a really great thing if you want to like add a transition or anything like that. And then I can duplicate it if you would want to like, duplicate that and move it around or whatever you want to do. Next one is speed. I can speed up or slow down the clip that is selected. I can freeze it, I can add it, I reset it. Next one is volume. Right now my volume is off. Next one is titles. I want to talk about titles for a minute. Now I realized as I was playing with this, I'm going to put my bar all the way to the beginning. If I click, it puts a title on here, right? But this title goes on top of your actual movie, right? It doesn't give you an actual, bar that is just for the title. So if you don't like that, here was my workaround for that one. I actually took, add, media, videos, recently added, boom, add that. There we go. I actually took a video of nothing. It's just black. And I took a black video so I could put the title on there. So then the title wasn't on my actual stop motion, it was before it, right? There we go. So that was my workaround for that. I'll turn the volume off on that one. And then you can click on this title and edit it and, move it around if you want to, retype whatever you want to, okay? For your film, you have to have a title and you also have to have credits. So at the end, you would also maybe want to add, maybe I add that black slide on the end there too. There it goes. And then I can add my credits to that as well, okay? And credits, you guys should be, in a typical movie, it's the director, the editor, which is you and you, but any actors you have, any music you had, giving credit, hence the name, the credits, to anyone or anything in your video. Now you notice between my little slides here, if I click on this, these are my transitions, okay? So you got a couple basic transitions down here, which are really nice. And apparently they all have sound effects. So you could turn the sound effect off. But if I press play, it's a nice fade. That one's a swipe, right? Or a slide, or a dissolve, or a theme, or a none. And there you go. You can also split it, like so, and make it go more or less on your video clip so that it affects more of the area or less of the area depending on what you like, okay? So you can adjust it that way. And then you could do that for each one, okay? There you go. You also have some filters down here too. You could put some filters on your video if you would like to see what those would look like. Like it's giving you a little demo over here, a little preview of what it would look like if you put that filter on there. So it's pretty basic iMovie, but lots of things you could still do within iMovie, which is really nice. When you are all done, you press done and it'll save it. You can change the name of it here. You can play it back. I can also export it right here. So I would want, when you're totally finished, like totally finished, save it to your videos, right? Because that's how we're going to upload them. Okay. And then I could go back and see all of my projects. And you can see how it's pretty helpful if you actually name them, or else you have my movie 1, my movie 2, my movie 3, and so on and so forth, okay? All right, so clean up your videos, add transitions, add a title page, add a credit page, add your audio or sound effects, and this is what you guys are doing for the next couple days. So do a great job with that and get creative and have fun with it.